Hi, I'm Kim from the Pratt Area Chamber of Commerce. Today I'm joined by Donna Hoener-Queal, who is running for the Kansas House of Representatives, 113th District. Hi Donna, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks Kim.
Well, thanks for coming down here today. We're kind of meeting the candidates, so what do the voters of Pratt County need to know about Donna Hoener-Queal? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I would be happy to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Pratt County. On a farm just north of Iuka, where my parents continue to farm and live. I graduated from Pratt High School. I attended Bethany College in Lindsborg and obtained a degree in Administration of Justice.
Okay.
Following graduation, I began work for the judicial branch as a court services officer, which is really better known as a probation officer.
Okay.
I supervised both juvenile and adult offenders during that time. I also received my certification in mediation so that I could work with families that were in high conflict.
Okay.
To come to some sort of an agreement, compromise. I helped them reach that compromise for parenting plans. And I still continue to do that some on a private basis.
Okay.
Okay.
So why are you running for the Kansas House of Representatives?
Several reasons. One of the reasons is because I think we need a change in Topeka. I think we need someone that is willing to cross the aisle if necessary, work together, come to compromises. We, in rural Kansas, we have some challenges that are a bit different than in the urban areas.
Absolutely.
And how we attack those challenges has to be different. And I really look forward to supporting our schools, our local hospitals, our small businesses, and our ag industry.
Well, you just hit on four really great things there. And with the mediation background, I think that brings a special skill into Topeka that might be very well received, hopefully. So
Hopefully.
hopefully. So if elected to this position, what do you think is the biggest challenge or opportunity that you'd get to work on in Topeka?
I think the biggest challenge in the next year will be the state budget. The COVID crisis, we know what it's done to our local economy, which then we know what it's done to the state revenues.
Right.
We will have a big challenge making sure we're able to keep the commitments that we made to our schools. We don't want to go backwards.
No.
We do not want to see ourselves in another lawsuit. We need to keep our infrastructure going. And it's important. And the COVID has also shown us how important our infrastructure is, how important our health care is, how important our schools and our small businesses are.
Yes, absolutely. And being a school board member, you know the challenges of when you shut the schools down, getting the materials and getting the computers to the kids so they could
Yes.
not homeschool, but be at home and still be receiving an education. So
Yes.
you saw that.
And I'm glad you brought up the school board because I hadn't quite finished with my
Oh, sorry.
introduction.
I get so excited.
But I am vice president of the school board in Pratt, USD 382, and that gives me a wide range of experience in dealing with the school issues in Topeka.
So you've seen those firsthand. You've been involved
I've
with those
seen those
decisions firsthand. So, and what is your position on the school board?
I'm vice president.
Vice president.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is important to you because I've known you for a while, and I don't think that you do anything without doing it 110%. So I appreciate that about you.
Thank you.
What are you most excited to work on in Topeka if elected?
I think I'm most excited to work on the school issues, the healthcare issues, and like I said, our small businesses and ag industry. We need to protect what we have in rural Kansas.
Right. I would definitely agree with that. And you have we keep hitting on those four: education, business, healthcare, and ag. Those are four very important things to our community.
Those are the things that keep our community going and alive.
And you touched on all of those, and and I appreciate that, because those are all very, very important for us. So you've talked about your mediation skills and about your time on the school board. What other skills would you bring to Topeka with you?
Yeah, I'm very much a people person. I enjoy talking. I enjoy meeting new people. I think my background with the small business that my husband and I own is very important, because I know what it's like when things are really bad, and I know what things are like when they're good.
Right.
But it's important that we continue to support and grow those businesses.
And you touched on infrastructure earlier. Your business, your and your husband's business, really depends on the infrastructure, the roads, and getting your materials to and from your business. So I'm glad you brought that up, because I think if we can't get rid of if we can't distribute our goods,
right,
it causes a problem for everybody.
And we need the roads for the farmers to get their grain to market. Right. And their cattle, everything.
Exactly. So that infrastructure is very, very important. So
yes.
Thank you for touching on that, because sometimes it gets overlooked in the grand scheme of things.
It does.
That really.
And I think people don't realize in the urban areas what it's like not to have internet service in rural Kansas.
Right.
And if nothing else, again, COVID showed us how important that is.
Right.
Especially for the schools.
Yeah, so you got the computers to the children, or packets, but then you found out maybe they didn't have that internet service, or they only had it when the parents were home, and hotspots on their cell phones. So that brought that broadband issue that was being discussed before really up to the the top there. So so you're willing to go up there and work on that too, right?
Definitely.
Awesome. So what else do the Pratt County voters need to know about Donna Hoener-Queal?
They need to know that I will serve them. I will not only serve Pratt County, but I will serve the entire district.
Right.
I am definitely not afraid to get in my car and travel and talk to people and call people and email and send out newsletters.
So communication, you really want to communicate with your constituents.
I think communication is one of the most vital parts of this position.
I believe that's true as well. It's kind of hard for us sometimes in rural Kansas. We don't get to make that trip to Topeka as often as we'd like sometimes. So to have a representative or a senator in those offices that will communicate with us back here is very important, especially to me, I think. Just because I want to know what's going on. What are you doing in Topeka, and how's that going to affect my community? So I appreciate that as well. So. Yes. So Donna, do you have a Facebook or a website people can follow you at?
I do. My Facebook site is Donna Hoener-Queal for Kansas.
Okay.
My website is hoenerquealforkansas.com.
Awesome. Well, everybody get out there. If you want to learn more about Donna, get out and visit her website or her Facebook page. If you have not registered to vote, you still have time. Make sure to get out there. You can go to voteks.org, or you can go to the Pratt County Courthouse at 300 South Ninneskah. And you have until Tuesday, July 14th to register for the primaries, and you have until Tuesday, October 13th to register for the general election that will be held on Tuesday, November 3rd. However, the most important date is our primary election that will be held on Tuesday, August 4th. I hope to see you at the polls. Thank you again, Donna.
Thank you, Kim.